Day 139. I am your resident superhero teacher. You don't know how to draw angles? You don't know how to measure angles? Lucky for you, I'm here to save the day. Let's get started. We are going to get this lesson done the same way we do every day in class. We make sure we write our first and last name on the line. We circle our homeroom and we scroll down to the PDN. Number 1 rule for PDN. No talking during the PDN, no questions during the PDN. It's full focus. Press pause, figure out your answers, and come back to check to see if they're correct. Okay guys, welcome back. Question number 1. What is the measure of angle 2? We already know how to do this, so this is going to be simple. 140 take away 50 equals 90. The reason why we chose subtraction as our order of operation is because we wanted to know the difference. What was the difference between 50 and 140? Well, when we subtracted, we found it out. For those of you who had a little difficulty regrouping and borrowing, we can work on that a little later, but I do want you to make sure that your problem looks exactly like mine. 140 take away 50 equals 90 degrees. And then you write angle 2 equals 90 degrees. Your workspace should look exactly like my paper. Let's keep it moving. Question number 2. What is the measurement of angle number 2? So we're going to take the same exact steps that we took for question number 1, and that is to find the difference. When we're looking for the difference, what operation do we use? Correct, we use subtraction. So if we look at our angle, we have angle 1 and angle 2, and lastly we have angle 3. Now angle 2 starts at 80 degrees and it ends at 150. So who can tell me what we're going to do? So we have to find the difference. That means we're subtracting. We're taking 150 and we're taking away 80 of that. Now our answer is 60 degrees. Angle number 2 equals 60 degrees. We started from 180 and we went to 150. Flip the page. Today, Kipsters will be able to measure and draw angles. You're also going to be able to sketch a given angle measurement and verify that with a protractor. Now, when we are using protractors, we use a protractor to measure the size of angles. Angles are measured in degrees. To measure an angle, we start at our base ray. Then we figure out if we use the inside or the outside number. If we look at the first figure, DEF is our angle. When I measure angle DEF by placing my vertex at the base and I move from the outside, I can see that my angle equals 120 degrees. Who can tell me what type of angle has 120 degrees? You're right, an obtuse angle. Now we're going to look at angle CAB. We put the measurement tool, which is the protractor, at the vertices on our base, and when we measure that out, we get an angle of 50 degrees. Now, angles that are under 90 degrees are considered acute. So this angle is an acute angle. Now let's get ready to practice. So, in a previous lesson, I did show you guys how to create angles, and I'm going to show you how to do that one more time. First, you have to make a base ray, and I'm going to do that. So, I'm making my base ray to create an angle that equals 30 degrees. So here is my base ray. Right here, where I'm going to create a vertices, will be where I start my base ray. My dot will be in the middle of my circle on my protractor. Right in the middle. So, since I have it right in the middle, I'm going to measure out a 30-degree angle. So, when I measure out the 30-degree angle, I start from 0 and I go up 30 degrees. So that's 10, 20, 30, and this is my marker to let me know where I should draw my other ray. Now a 30-degree angle is a tiny, tiny little thing. It's really small. So I'm going to make my line, and I'm going to stop it right at the mark for 30 degrees. And this is my 30-degree angle. I'm going to give it a try again, and I'm going to attempt to create a 65-degree angle. Now with my 65-degree angle, I follow the same steps even though I'm trying to find an angle that has different degrees. So I'm going to make sure that I draw my base ray, and I map out my vertices. So I got my base ray and my vertices ready to go in the inside of the protractor. Now, as I'm placing the circle right in the middle, I'm going to make sure that I make my dot at the 65-degree spot. So I want to make sure that you guys can see this. I'm going to do it right at the 65-degree spot. And my 65-degree spot is right here. Make sure I make that indentation on the top of my paper, and then I'm going to draw another line to create the 65-degree angle. And here we go. 65-degree angle that I created from using my paper protractor that I printed out. Questions number 2 and 4 are exactly the same, but if we look at the amount of each angle, we can automatically tell that they will be obtuse angles, so they will be wider than the ones that I just made. But I do want you to make sure that when you're doing the independent practice that you draw your base ray first. That's important. If you draw your base ray and you start from your vertices, your angle will be accurate to the degree. Now, I want you guys to make sure that you're out here being superheroes every day and you're learning as much as you can. And I want to know who's going to be our next login leader. So, I'll see you tomorrow, FSA Day. Have a super day.